No more dry pork. Welcome to another episode of Salt and Stride Chefs. I created an acronym for you. C for create, H for have fun, E for elevating flavors, and F for feast. That's what chef means. That's why I call you chefs, and I address everyone as chefs, not subscribers on this show. Today's episode is no dry pork. That's right. If you're having issues or problems with dry pork chops or dry pork, today's episode is going to solve that problem for you. Just to let you know, to go right into it, the ingredients. I have here these bone-in 2-inch thick pork chops, and I'm going to hold this up. So these are 2-inch. You can find these at Costco or Sam's Club. And as you can see, there's a marinade here. Well, this marinade consists of extra virgin olive oil, and we have apple cider vinegar, 4 cloves of chopped garlic, coarse cracked pepper, sea salt. You want to taste the salt and saltiness of this marinade before the pork or protein goes inside of it. So you can always adjust and add your flavors and seasonings. You want to do that because this, again, will make your food perfect. This will make the taste and the flavors elevate when you're tasting and adding as you go before you add the pork inside. Some ingredients, some smoked paprika. We got some sea salt. Today's special, I want to give a shout out to Danny Cash. Danny out there, if you're watching this, you and your wife and your staff at Danny Cash Branded Sauces, shout out to you, man. Thank you for what you have done. Danny creates this for us. This is a habanero pumpkin hot sauce that I've added to this marinade. This marinade will marinate this pork chop, this thick bone-in pork chop, for 4 hours maximum. And the reason why you don't want to continue to go a long period of time or overnight with this particular marinade is because the acid from the apple cider vinegar will cook the pork chop. It will cook the protein. Okay, so this is cool. This is our habanero, our very own habanero pumpkin hot sauce. Danny gets this together for us. We normally have this ready in August. I've been super busy. Danny, I apologize to you. We are going to touch base and get in contact with you very soon. We appreciate everything you have done, all of your support. Thank you. So this right here sells a lot. And we sell this all year round. So it's really cool because it's got like pumpkin pie spices, garlic, vinegar. All of our customers and people that buy this, they absolutely love it. So you can find this on walmart.com. Habanero pumpkin hot sauce. This is Red's Coffee. Red's Coffee is our brand, our subsidiary brand. You can go to www.redscoffee.com. But to make it easy for you, amazon.com. And we have this available right now in stock on walmart.com. We'll have the links down below. So let's go right into it. We're going to take this pork chop here that's been marinating because a lot of people, they struggle and they have a hard time with dry pork. Okay, so the secret to this is a very important step. You need to pay attention. As we drop this on the grill is at its maximum temperature. It's very, very high. So what we need to do now, what do we need to do right now? We need to lower the temperature to medium. And the reason why I've lowered the temperature to medium is because the marinade and the sugars and everything from the marinade, because this has wildflower honey in it, it will burn. You will cook the outside of this faster and the inside will be raw. It's a thick, dense meat, beautiful cut. So just to give you a visual, a size like this is a 3-pack at Sam's Club. I picked this up for around $14. You can easily feed your family. You can see I have some corn for you in front grilling. We're going to go with some elote corn, a Mexican style corn. And you can put together some broccoli, mashed potatoes, steamed vegetables, however you want to do it. We're going to serve this family style once it's done. And we want the internal temperature of this to reach 140 degrees. And that's the secret to not over drying your pork. One, you want to make sure that the temperature is medium so you don't burn the outside before the inside cooks. That's one part of it. The second reason why you're having problems of dry pork is because you don't temp. This temperature gauge, we emphasize this on every show, we stress this. This temperature gauge right here is very important because this will tell you how not to overcook it. Okay, so if we're going to get an internal temperature of 140 degrees reading Fahrenheit, you want this set on Fahrenheit and not Celsius. That's very key because as you pull it off, once it reaches 140 degrees, guess what happens? This is going to rest. This bone-in chop is going to rest 5 to 7 minutes. Now, why is that important? Well, it's important because you have carryover cooking. So the carryover cooking will raise the temperature, will increase another 5 to 7 degrees. Yeah, that's right. So once this is resting, after we pull it, it's going to cook continually internally, and that's going to give you an extra 5 to 7 degrees temperature rise. It's going to go up. And then ideally, it's going to should be around 145 to 146 internally. That's perfect. Now, there's a myth about pork. Oh, pork should be 165 degrees internal temperature. Well, you can check the USDA websites, and we'll have those links down at the description of this show tonight, because you can reference what I'm saying regarding the pork, okay? So they will have the proper protocol and standards of what this needs to be so you can easily feel comfortable. But, you know, referencing that is key because now that translates to the different methods and how you cook the pork. Well, some people cook it in the oven. Some people cook it in an air fryer per se, or they don't cover it, they roast it, or however you cook this, you want to make sure you temp it. Okay, I highly stress that this marinade on today's episode show is going to fix that dilemma. It is going to fix that pain point, that problem of dry pork. And a lot of people just cannot figure it out. So this is a center cut. This is a center cut bone-in pork chop that you can find. It's a beautiful piece of meat. What I do is one of my standards and techniques is that when I'm grilling, I like to leave a good portion of the fat on the meat. Well, why is that important? Because when you're grilling, you lose a lot of fat. It's going to render out and it's going to go into the grates. So I trim the fat of my steaks, pork chops, at the very, very end because I believe it holds the flavor. That's my technique. That's my thought process. That's my theory. Okay, so we want to rotate this as we're moving on. You want to rotate it. You see that? Okay, so another indication besides this temperature gauge of how you would think it's done or know it's done or how it's getting there or coming along, the bone. You want to check that bone right there. That bone, when the meat starts pulling away from the bone, that's a great indication that you're making progress. You're gaining progress on the pork. Okay, now, so we're going to turn this. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? It's not overly hot. It's not on its highest setting or temperature, this grill, this indoor grill. It's right at medium where you need to be because you're not burning the exterior or outside of this. So we're going to rotate and continue. And at the same time, I'm going to take a different set of tongs and we're turning this corn. I started this corn earlier to, make it efficient so we don't prolong the show and go over our time. And by the way, we do appreciate your time. For new viewers right now, like, share, subscribe, share the links. Thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate you joining our community. We will address you as chefs, and we call that create, have fun, elevating food flavors, feast. That's the acronym for chefs. We really value you and appreciate you. So now, while the corn is working, we're going to take some butter, and you want to just lightly, some softened butter, and you want to just lightly brush the corn because the corn is pretty much there. So we're just going to brush this corn. And you don't need a lot of butter because you don't want the grill smoking. So this is a Mexican style corn. It's called elote. And it's going to have some cilantro, mayonnaise, freshly squeezed lime, and this is going to have some salt. This is a favorite everywhere, not only just Texas, California, wherever you are in the world. You can pretty much find elote anywhere. Everybody likes that. It's some good stuff. It's a really good grilled corn that everyone will appreciate. And what you can do with this meal is have side salads, family reunions. The summer is still kicking and going. I hope everybody is enjoying their summer. I'm enjoying my summer. Fall is around the corner. School, back to school is coming for the kiddos. So what's really good is that about this show, Salt and Stride, the next few episodes, we're going to focus on families. We're going to focus on families, and we want to get you there. We want to get you ready, and we want to help you and assist you with back to school meals, 15 and 20-minute meals. I'm working on something. I'm not quite there yet, but I want to create something really eclectic and unique to help families because it's hard cooking. It's hard going out, getting your kids outside, dressed, ready, fed, getting them to school, being punctual. You got work yourself. You have a lot of things going on as parents, single parent moms or parents or fathers or dads who are out there. We get it here at Salt and Stride. So the next few episodes, starting next week, I'm going to put together a package and something really unique that families can utilize, and that will help you. Now, going back to this sauce is really good. This habanero pumpkin hot sauce, you can use it on tacos, turkey tacos, pizza. I've had customers put dashes of this in lattes in their coffee. Yeah, in their coffee. Eggs, omelets, you name it. It's endless. This is so universal, so good, so flavorful, so earthy, so sweet, well-balanced, well-together product that's put. And go to Walmart.com or Amazon.com. This is Red's Coffee, habanero pumpkin hot sauce. There is no coffee in this. It's just a company, an additional company that we own that you can find, and we had assistance with Danny to create this, which is really cool. Okay, so moving along, we want to continue to rotate. And right now we're going to go ahead and pull this corn off. The corn is ready. And you want the corn to just be nice and soft. And you want to make sure you get some good grill marks on there. So we're going to pull this off. And be careful because it's slippery. So we're just going to hold that. I'm going to lean it into that bowl right there. I'm going to take the second piece and put it at an angle like that. Why am I doing this? Well, this is a technique that's really cool because now we're going to go with this second brush and we're going to brush this with mayonnaise. See, the corn is still hot. And you don't want to add the mayonnaise and brush the mayonnaise onto the corn while the corn is grilling. You don't want to do that. So we already buttered this. Okay. We're going to turn it just like that. And we're going to continue. Oh, the mayonnaise is flying. We're going to go ahead and continue to put some mayonnaise on this. And you want to be pretty liberal with this mayonnaise. This mayonnaise, you want to be liberal. You want to coat it and paint it very, very well. And then we're going to show you the next steps of this Mexican style, this elote corn. And I'm going to hold one up for you if it doesn't fall because it's really slippery. See that? The mayonnaise, you just want to paint it pretty liberally. It's going to stick and hold on this hot corn. Okay? Second piece. Right here. Don't be shy. Paint it good. There we go. Now, Moving on to the next step. To finish this, we got some sea salt, and we just want to go over that corn. And we want to turn it, and we're going to go over again and turn it, just like that. Okay. Now the corn is still hot. It's flavored. We already buttered the corn. We already put the mayonnaise. We brushed it with mayonnaise. An excellent, good quality mayonnaise is what you want. A high quality mayonnaise. Okay. Now let's turn this chop. Look at the color on that. You understand what I'm saying? So pretty much overall, you want this chop, a chop like this, 2 inches, about 2.5 inches thick. You want to go like 8 minutes per side, 8 minutes each side. So if it's 8 minutes each side, we're going to temp from that point on, continue to rotate and check on this, because again, the internal temperature needs to be 140 degrees, and we're going to pull that. We're bringing it home. We're almost there. Okay, so in this bowl, as I move this corn out of the way, there's a mixture, as you can see what I'm doing right here, is Cotija Mexican cheese. And this is my combination of Cotija Mexican cheese and Parmesan cheese. Now I got to get my hands in this because I got to make sure that the Cotija cheese and Parmesan cheese is sticking and going all, and we're going to cover this corn with it. See what I'm doing? You can lay this out and do this as well, but I'm holding this up for demonstration purposes so you can see and you'll have a visual of what's going on. Okay. Now, moving along, we're going to take the corn. That's that Mexican elote corn. And you can, don't be shy with the cheese. Put more cheese on it. Layer it. Don't be afraid. Okay. Now, that's the elote Mexican cheese, corn, I'm sorry. We're going to go ahead and finish. Watch this. This is the next step. Check this out. Smoked paprika. I like smoked paprika on my elote. Some people go with the tagine, the Mexican seasoning, but if you can see this, look what I'm doing. I'm taking that smoked paprika and I'm lightly dusting this nice, beautiful elote corn, this Mexican corn. And I'm going to hold this up so you can see this. This is really pretty. You can do this for the family. You can do this for family reunions. Whatever the occasion is, by all means, do it. And I'm going to show you each step of what I'm saying. Smoked paprika, Cotija cheese, Parmesan cheese. You got your sea salt. It's been brushed with butter. It's heavily coated in that beautiful high quality mayonnaise. Beautiful. And it smells amazing. Okay, the next step. Now, lime. You want to take some fresh squeezed lime. This is my process and how I do it. I take a knife and we're going to slice this. Okay, and you just want to go over the top of that elote corn with some freshly squeezed lime. And that lime is just going to soak in there. It is smelling so amazing, this corn. It smells smoky, earthy, cheesy, salty. See what I'm doing? Look at that. Look what I'm doing. Hit it good. This is the second one. Look at that. Right over. Just go crazy with it. We got to clean up the kitchen anyway. I have to. Okay. Now moving along to finalize the elote, we want to take some cilantro that I've this is a nicely minced very well, some cilantro, and go right over that cutting board. Here, turn it. If it's fall, let it rain. Let it rain. Let that cilantro rain. Okay? Now, roll it in a residue of cilantro and goodness down on this cutting board. Look at that. Very pretty, very beautiful. Very nice. Okay, I'm going to change my gloves. We're going to check on our bone-in chop here. Okay. Bingo. Look at that. I'm gonna hold it up for you. Look at the grill marks. Beautiful. Now, let's go ahead and temp this. Let's get our temp. Let's turn it on. We're done with the corn. And we're almost there, chefs. We're almost home. Make sure I turn this on, get this ready. And we are going to temp this. It needs to be an internal temperature of what? 140 degrees. You don't want to go in all the way. Okay, so now you want to make sure you temp away from the bone. You don't want to temp the bone. Okay, so we still got some work to do. Okay, we still got work to do. In the meantime, we're going to prep and stage, and we need to get ready. We're going to go ahead and get ready the glaze, because we are going to glaze this chop. And when you glaze your chop or brush any type of chicken, or you have barbecue sauce or whatever it is, you want to make sure that you do that 90 seconds just before it's done. Because if you add the glaze early right now, as this is cooking right now, guess what happens? It's going to literally burn. The sugars and everything is just going to burn. You're going to ruin it. Okay, so now we're going to prep that. Let's get some gloves ready. And I missed you guys. It's been another week. Hope everybody's day is going well. We're wrapping this up. This No More Dry Pork episode that I hope you are enjoying. Okay, we got some wildflower honey, some organic wildflower honey, and we're going to go inside with that. And when you do any type of barbecue sauce or glaze, you want to make sure that this pan is off. You don't want it on. You want to put all ingredients inside. This is the way I do it. And then once all the ingredients are inside, you crank the heat up super high. Once things starts moving, it starts boiling, it starts going places, you can see some movement there, turn it off. Shut it off. And then as the temperature comes down, it's going to continue to cook, thicken up, and that'll be your glaze. Because you want to prevent things from burning. That's what you want to do. That's the key. We're going to open this, one of these bottles of Habanero pumpkin hot sauce. And it's hard to open this because I have these gloves on. But we're going to get it open. Tell you what, we have a bottle that's open. And we're going to go to the refrigerator because we use it for our family, our own sauce. Yeah, see, much easier than working with those gloves. See what I'm doing? I just eyeball that. That's what I do. I like hot. Now, you can do what you want. You can add more mayonnaise, whatever floats your boat. You can do it. Okay, now, so butter. Probably put about a good tablespoon and a half of butter in there. So this is the glaze that's going to glaze this. It's the habanero pumpkin hot sauce. It's the wildflower honey, organic. And you have a tablespoon and a half of butter. That's what we do. Hey, why not? Put some cilantro in there for some aromatics. You don't need salt. You don't need garlic because it has all of that inside of this, okay? Now, let's check on our chop. Moving right along. Okay, things are coming along. It's looking good, turning. These chops take a while. So you want to start off 8 minutes on each side and temp it from there and go from there. So now we are going to temp again. Check the internal temperature of this. So we're at like 110 right now. Actually 124. We need, almost there, we need to be at 140. And you want to go in at the fattest part of the meat. So we're just about there. And you don't need to brush this because this has been marinating for 4 hours. There's no need to baste it. There's no need to brush it with anything. This is the only thing we're going to baste and brush it with is this glaze once we get this glaze started. Because again, it's already been marinating. The moisture and everything the juices is flowing. The juices is coming out. It's coming out very well. So we're going to go ahead and get this party started. we're going to go ahead and stir this up. And this heat is off. Right now, what I'm doing is mixing and incorporating these ingredients. So if I need more honey before I turn it on, I'll add more honey. If I need more hot sauce, habanero pumpkin hot sauce, I don't think it's hot enough, I can adjust it and do that. But right now, I want to get it incorporated and I want to taste it to find out what it needs, because it may not need anything. Taste and add as you go, chefs. That's what we implement here. That's what we teach. Okay? That's good. That's good. In fact, what we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit more honey to this, because I feel like there's not enough balance there. So let's put the rest of this honey inside of this pan. And you know what? We need acid. This right here will need some acid for sure. So let's go ahead and put some of that fresh squeezed lime juice. Oop, fresh squeezed lime juice right in that pan. Stir it around. You have to multitask in the kitchen. It is very important that you do so. See what I'm doing? I'm multitasking. I'm talking to you, I'm working, I'm cooking. Okay? Now, it's important to learn that, because you can get things done, multiple things done, and it will be to your advantage to learn how to multitask and cook at the same time. Okay? Now, we added a little bit more honey. We added that fresh squeezed lime juice. Let's taste it again and see what it needs. Bingo. That acid from the lime that we squeezed in there, it takes everything up to a new dimension. It elevates this, and I haven't even started this yet, and I can already taste the goodness with the cilantro habanero pumpkin hot sauce. And we got the butter, and this is going to come out to be a beautiful glaze. Now, I'm doing this because I'm rendering the fat that we did not cut off. Okay, that's what I like to do. I believe we can get some extra flavor out of that, and we can trim that at the very end as the house is smelling amazing. Let's temp again. Okay, let's temp. Let's see where we are. 130. Okay, let's go ahead and temp this. 126. Let's go this way. 130. Okay, so we're going to give this 2 more minutes. Another 2.5 minutes, and this will be ready. So in the meantime, we are going to go now with the glaze. As I mentioned, we're going to turn this on its highest temperature, and that's what we're going to do right now. Okay, I have it on its highest temperature setting. In the minute I see this even moving or bubbling is what I should tell you. When it starts bubbling at the very high temperature, I have this on set on 450 degrees. The very minute it starts moving and bubbling, I'm going to turn it off. And the reason why you want that to happen is because you don't burn the sugars, or you don't burn anything. You want the sauce to come out perfect. Now it's bubbling and boiling. You can see the steam coming up right now. What are we going to do now? Turn it off. It is off now. So we're going to go ahead, make sure we stir this, and I'm going to hold this up so you can see this glaze. Look at the beautiful glaze. That's a pretty glaze. Perfect. It didn't take long to do this. And this is the same technique and the same way that you would do a barbecue sauce. You incorporate everything as far as your barbecue sauce. You don't need to simmer. If you turn it on, it's very high setting, high temperature setting. That's my technique. Turn it off, let things come down. It will simmer on its own as the temperature decreases. You're gonna have a perfect barbecue sauce. Now, okay, it's time to glaze. Let's go ahead and glaze. We're gonna bring this home and finish this episode, guys. I'm taking that brush. As we mentioned earlier, we are glazing. See that? We're taking that habanero pumpkin hot sauce, that wildflower honey, that butter, cilantro, freshly squeezed lime, and we're going over this beautiful pork chop. And you can see the grill marks in there. We're going to turn it upside down. See that? Now, we're brushing this, and this is the finale, the final. And we're going to serve this up family style. We'll get a plate. Okay? And we're going to pull this chop because we do not want the sugars or anything to burn on this. So this is the beautiful elote corn, Mexican style corn. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to serve this family style. We're going to go there like that. Okay, let's get some room here. And we're going to take this pork chop off, but we are not going to let it rest because we are running out of time. We need to be mindful of our time here on this show and your time. Our time is your time. And we greatly appreciate the time and value your time here on Salt and Stride. So I'm getting things ready here. Position for you. Just clean up a little bit. Okay. All right. Now, here we go. Some wiping up here, some cleaning. We always got to clean as we go. It's nice to clean and have a nice working surface. All right. All right. We're going to bring it home. We're going to get our tongs and pull this guy. I know it's ready. We're not going to let it rest. So I'm going to hold it up. Beautiful, perfectly glazed. Look at the grill marks. Do you understand what I'm saying? And this is juicy and moist because we poured it at 140 degrees. Internal temperature. Let it rest for 5 minutes. You know what to do. Let's go ahead and slice this up. And I'm going to show you how beautiful the inside of this is. Here. This is what I'm talking about. You see that? Juice is falling off of this. This is no more dry pork. You see that? Juicy. Perfectly cooked. Yeah. And I did not even let this rest. It looks so beautiful and so perfect. Now it's going to dry out, but I did not let this rest because we got to finish the show. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to take some more of that glaze and we're going to hit it with that chop because that chop is still hot. Hit it with those pieces. We're not going to waste this glaze. We will not waste it. Now we're going to taste this. Grab me a fork here. We're bringing it home. Chefs, I appreciate your time. It's been another great day. Create, have fun, elevate food flavors, feast. Bon appetit. And we're feasting right now with that beautiful, no more dry, glazed habanero pumpkin situation. Absolute money. Slam dunk on this one. Corn. Mexican style corn. salty. You taste the lime, cilantro, smoked paprika, the butter, the mayonnaise. So good. So good. Chefs, the pleasure has been all mine. The recipes will be down below in the description. We appreciate your time. We want you to know that we're here for you. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Salt and Stride.